Hi BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my Harlequin anticipated reads for May of 2020. I do love doing these videos every month and I just think that I love the Harlequin imprints so much. You guys know that clearly based on the shelf behind me. And I go through all the new books coming out in the next month and I pick my favorites from each of the imprints and I share them with you guys. So I have a handful of books, a big handful of books here to share with you. Now, in April, I had said I did not want you guys really to pick me a book because I really wasn't doing that anymore, but I kind of really liked it because you guys sort of kind of voted for a book anyway. I think I did ask you at the very end of that video, I can't remember, but I am going to ask you again. Pick one of these books and I will definitely read it in May when it comes out. And let me know, which one you think sounds the best. So first of all, we'll start off with a Harlequin Desire novel, and this is Claimed by a Steel by the great Brenda Jackson. This is book number 2 in the Forged in Steel series. And this is by a man by the name of, what is his name? Gannon. And her name is Delphine? Very pretty name. Anyway, he is the head of he's the CEO of a big trucking company. So in the picture, if you can't tell, that's like the grill of like a tractor trailer behind him, like an 18-wheeler. So as a PR stunt, he agrees to let this woman travel cross country with him. She's a reporter in this, 18-wheeler. And of course, a romance goes from there. I love the premise of it. Who doesn't love a good road trip romance? and in an 18-wheeler, no less. Sounds delightful. I think it'll be really a lot of fun. And yeah, this one is a definite recommendation. Next up is a Harlequin heartwarming novel, and this is Alaskan Dreams by Beth Carpenter. This is book number 6 in the A Northern Lights novel series. So you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, there are some words that are check marks for me that make me want to read a book. Alaska, for some reason, is one of them. And this is about a woman by the name of Lauren, and she has packed up everything. She's quit her job in an office, and she's moving up to Alaska to help an elderly family friend on her farm. So while she's up there, she meets a man by the name of Patrick, and Patrick is pretty much trying to make sure that this Lauren person isn't swindling his grandmother, because that's who the elderly woman is his grandmother. And then some financial issues start to crop up, and Lauren and Patrick start searching for a missing family treasure. I am totally intrigued. Again, it's Alaska, missing treasure. What's not to like? This one sounds really, really cute. Next is a Harlequin historical novel, and this is The Master's New Governess by Eliza Redgold. I have read this author before. She did a suffragette novel for Harlequin, which was absolutely delightful. And this one sounds really cute too. It's about a woman whose reputation is tarnished, so she has to take a job as a governess. And then she starts falling for her employer. So it's, that type of storyline, but it sounds really cute. I'm intrigued to find out what actually happened to tarnish her reputation. And, again, as I said, Eliza Redgold, an author that I've read before, and she carries some weight with me. I do like her work. So yeah, this one sounds really, really cute. Next, we have a Harlequin intrigue novel, and this is a Backcountry Escape by the great Nicole Helm. I love Nicole Helm's intrigue novels. They are the best. And this is book number 3 in a Badlands Cops series. So this is about a woman by the name of Felicity, who she's out hiking one day and runs across 2 dead bodies. And now she's being framed for their murder. So there is a man, who is he? A sheriff's deputy, and his name is Gage, and he is going to help find out who the real killer is. So while they're on the hunt for this killer, they end up camping out in Badlands territory, which sounds totally interesting to me. I've always interested in location romances in a way, especially if they're set in a different location that, I'm not used to. And the Badlands section, I believe it's in the Dakotas, if I'm correct, sounds very intriguing to me, and I'm really, really interested in trying this one out. Next up is a Harlequin romance novel, and this is Second Chance for the Single Mom by Sophie Pembroke. Sophie Pembroke is an author that I've read before, and I quite enjoy her work. So this is the story about a single mom by the name of Gwen. Her husband passed, and she has a young daughter that she's looking after, and she's just trying to get through life, with her daughter and make it the best that she possibly can. And a famous rugby star by the name of Ryan, a maverick rugby legend, it says. So his reputation is a little bit tarnished, and it sounds like he's actually her husband's brother. And the two of them kind of start up a romance because he's trying to make his reputation a little bit better. And, you know, maybe she's thinking about trying to provide a full, like a father figure for her daughter. So sounds really cute. Again, Sophie Pembroke I've read before, and I'm interested in reading a book with a rugby player. It's a sport that I'm not overtly familiar with. And yeah, this one sounds super cute. Next up, we have a Harlequin romantic suspense, and this is Infiltration Rescue by Susan Cliff. This one sounds super duper interesting. It's about a woman by the name of Avery who has spent the last 13 years in a cult. And there is a, what is he? A special agent, an FBI special agent by the name of Nick. He needs Avery to face her past because he needs to infiltrate this cult to find out exactly what is going on behind the scenes. So Avery poses as his wife, and they, you know, go into this cult, and I'm just totally intrigued. For some reason, I think it's that weird fascination that a lot of us have with the strange and the obscure, that I am very, very interested in cults and things like that. So yeah, this one sounds really interesting, and I definitely want to read it. Next up, we have a Harlequin Special Edition, and this is Starting Over in Wickham Falls by Rochelle Allers. I really like this author. She does some absolute great work. This is book number 9 in the Wickham Falls Wedding series. Again, I don't think it's one of those series that you necessarily have to read in order, but if you enjoy one of the books, definitely go back and read the rest of them. So this is about a woman by the name of Georgina, and she is moving out of her parents' house. She has spent the last number of years carrying her mother's grief, it says. So I'm not sure if maybe her father passed away or what have you, but now she's moving out on her own, and she is starting her own business. And into town walks a gentleman by the name of Langston, and he is a famous war correspondent who has bought the local paper. And I guess the two of them start to butt heads over certain things, with her having her business and him having the newspaper. Very, very intrigued, and I cannot wait to read this one. Next up, we have a love-inspired novel, and this is Winning Back Her Heart by Ali Peltier. This is book number 2 in the Wander Canyon series. And this is about a gentleman by the name of Beau, whose ex-girlfriend comes back to town to take over and overhaul her family's general store. He's a contractor, and he's determined, of course, to keep a distance from his ex-girlfriend. But I guess they need to start up a fake relationship because he wants to move up in the company, and in order to do so, he kind of needs to prove that maybe he's a family man. So he asks his ex-girlfriend, whose name is Tony, to help him out in that aspect. This is a faith-based romance, so it is clean and sweet, and it just sounds really, really cute, and it looks adorable, and I'd really like to read it. And the last book I want to share with you is a love-inspired suspense novel, and it's called Hostage Rescue by Lisa Harris. This is, of course, another faith-based romance, but a romantic suspense, and this is about a woman by the name of Gwen, who is in hiding. She's got men pursuing her through the Rocky Mountains, and these men have already taken her brother and kidnapped him, and now they are coming after her. So what I like about this one is that, you know, typically with these stories, it's like, you know, their ex-boyfriend who's a cop or a whomever is going to help her out, but it's actually not her ex, it's her best friend's ex who is going to kind of help her out of this situation. And I don't know why, but that part of it sounded very intriguing to me. It's not the norm. And yeah, I'm really interested about this one. I really like the cover on this one too. It's very creepy, and I think this one will be really, really interesting. So guys, that is all that I have for this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Again, please let me know in the comments below. Pick a book for me. Which one should I read in May? And yeah, until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.